Welcome guys back to more episodes of the X-Files, and believe it or not, we're almost here. This is the last single episode of the original X-Files. We're on season 9, episode 18. 19 and 20 will be the final two-parter until we go to season 10 and 11, which will be the later series that was brought back in the early 2000s. I have no idea what to expect from those, but for the time being, the original series is coming to a close, which is a shame. I wish it could go on another 9 seasons, to be honest. I've thoroughly enjoyed working cases out. I've enjoyed all of the main storyline, all the conspiracy, pretty much everything. It's been something I wish I could have experienced when they were new, when they were released, but because it was the way TV was shot back then and it was an episode a week, I never had time to sit down and do this. So thankfully, in today's technological world of streaming services and being able to sit down and do this for you guys, it's been great to go all the way through this series and not miss a single episode. I don't even know how many we've done. I haven't a clue. Right, so, are you ready for this? The last single episode. No idea what it's about. Let's go find out. I recognise that tune.
So what do you think, man? What do I think about what?
I don't know that tune from. I mean, I've never really watched it.
Does that honestly look like the Brady Bunch house to you?
From inside, it does. Straight up, dude.
It's not even locked.
You trip.
Why the hell would it be unlocked? Because people do stuff like this. I've seen people kick their entire house out like the inside of the fucking Death Star, you know?
Mom always said, don't blame on the house. Remember that one?
Uh-oh. Okay. That's what usually happens in a horror film. That didn't drop properly. That was on some sort of cable.
This man.
Yeah, I might have
Out
it.
of here.
It's
Daily,
too weird.
don't be a puss.
No, I'd be gone.
Daily.
Now, if it was a haunted house or like the house from Nightmare on Elm Street, I'd stay. Oh. What did you see? His mate sat in the car. He's like, I'm having none of this. Really murdered it. I think someone's just got shot. Oh! I mean, what do you do? Fall out of a plane? And he's got a shoe missing. How does a guy go from being inside the house to being shot up in the air and landing on the car? Across the road.
Guy falls from a plane or, I don't know, maybe a helicopter.
That's what I would have
The
to...
door and then...
Yeah, that's what you would surmise. Like, that's probably off the house roof.
Well, how about you tell us what you witnessed, and then we'll go from there.
You're not going to believe
What I
him.
witnessed was Freaksville, man. My friend was murdered. Who would have thought this could happen at the Brady Bunch house? That's where they shot the show.
No, they shot the show on a soundstage in Hollywood. The house they use for the exteriors is a split level in Studio City. I took a picture of it once.
Just kitted
But
it
whatever
out.
the hell happened to Blake, it happened right in there.
Is this going to be Michael Emerson?
Oliver Martin?
It is.
Mr. Martin, I'm Agent Reyes. This is Agent Doggett. We're with the FBI.
This is regarding the death that happened across the street.
Yes, sir. May we come in?
As I told them, I didn't see or hear anything. I wasn't home at the time.
This guy is stonewalling. Kick the door in.
Can't do that.
I'm really kind of busy.
We could be here for hours.
Yeah, that makes him awkward. And he can play the Harold Finch, the person of interest, or he can play Benjamin Linus from Lost, and you never quite know if the guy's telling the truth or not.
Not following.
No.
What happened to all the Brady Bunch stuff?
Yeah, it's all gone.
Mr. Daly was under the impression that your house was used for the filming of the Brady Bunch, the television show.
Well, it wasn't.
I know what I saw.
I.e., he flew through it, probably. Because those kids, like, levitated him or something. There's your replaced pieces.
Twice with the ahas.
Our eyewitness places a deceased inside this house just prior to the time of his demise. B, we found a fragment of roofing shingle at the scene of the impact. It would seem it matches the discarded piece you now hold in your hand.
Much in the fashion of, say, Daffy Duck or Wile E. Coyote,
Yeah.
the deceased shot straight up through the roof,
Yeah.
flew high into the air, and landed on his buddy's car.
That's it. Precisely.
You're serious?
No.
A to B to C.
Oh yeah, we've got one of them crazy episodes, haven't we? Oh, that was a little electric shock.
What can you tell us about what happened in this gang?
Well, for starters,
Oh,
Mr.
on video
McCormick was
link.
dead before he landed on the car. I'd say that Agent Doggett's theory holds water.
Like I asked Agent Doggett, how exactly can that be?
I borrowed an EEG machine, and I wired Mr. McCormick to it.
Okay.
And for the last few hours, he's been putting off a faint reading. What I'm reading is some sort of residual electricity, like a battery that's draining off its charge. At the end of the day, I wouldn't have any theory that was any better.
You wanted it
And
to
I
be to
don't
see.
know.
Because it's not that you could go, well, they're all ghosts because the Brady Bunch were real and now they're all dead. They were just actors. Fresh mashed potato. Looks a bit lumpy though.
What is this, man? What in holy freaking hell is this, man? I saw him.
He's not doing
I
it.
saw them all.
He's frightened.
Leave.
Yeah, he's trying to save you.
It's too late.
I saw the Brady Bunch.
Listen to him. Like,
Oh my God.
Now
What are you
you've
doing?
replaced the roof again. This guy must go through a lot of roofing tiles.
Let's go get some damn answers.
I mean, if he's not doing
That's
it,
all I'm gonna say to you people. You don't like it? Go get your warrant.
where's he going to arrest? Okay, we're going to get a warrant then.
I've called in someone whom you'll both want to meet.
Anthony Fogelman.
It's some form of levitation,
Are you ready to begin?
I think.
Good. Oh my goodness.
See like that. And off goes the camera because it's electrically discharged.
All 4 blocks rose off of the table and spiraled halfway to the ceiling. Whatever phenomena caused this, I also believe that it radiated an electromagnetic field strong enough to fog the image.
Did you recognize that kid?
Frame
That was
was.
our suspect, Oliver Martin, right?
I went through Mulder's reference books. Van Nuys, California, 1970.
I spent 6 months with her and her son. 6 astonishing months.
What did you learn?
That Anthony was as bewildered as everyone else.
Sir, in your line of work, why would you fall out of touch with the Mozart
Well,
of
he seems frightened now.
psychokinesis?
Over time,
He seems like he doesn't know he's
Anthony's
doing it.
abilities faded.
We're looking at this guy for 2 murders. What can you give us that we could actually take to a judge?
I can't say what he grew up to be. I
Maybe it was one of Walter
haven't
Bishop's
spoken to him in 30
students.
years. But the Anthony I knew was a lonely little boy.
I'm busy patching up his roof again. What I don't understand is the Brady Bunch reference thing and how they're all appearing, or is he manifesting all of this up here? I think this has to be the earliest show I've seen Michael Emerson in. He's one of the only bad guys from Lost that you couldn't help but like. But it seems to make him happy. And then anything just breaks that fantasy for him.
This is Dr. John Reed's calling.
Trying to reach
Remember
out to
me?
him.
It's been far too long, and I'd love to talk to you. My God, how time flies. But anyway, you can reach me anytime on my cell phone.
Yeah, he's. I mean, he was staring at that like he was making it happen, so.
I was wondering why a man with no criminal record would change his name. And then I thought about the name itself, Oliver Martin.
Cousin Oliver.
What?
Who the hell's that?
Carol Brady's nephew.
What's this case have to do with an old TV show?
You remember what Michael Daly claimed he saw inside that house?
When you knew Anthony, was he nutty for the Brady Bunch?
No. We'd watch it together.
Well, why name himself after Cousin Oliver? None of the other Bradys particularly liked Oliver. He was a self-described pest.
His choice speaks to Anthony Fogelman's character, how he views himself. Unlucky, star-crossed, a danger. Well, the power that this man seemingly possesses is extraordinary.
Yes, that's illegal, but who cares? The whole interior of the house is completely remodeled.
Oliver Martin!
He always looks so innocent.
Get out of my house.
And being able to do any damage, doesn't
There's
it?
someone here that wants to talk to you.
Why would you people just leave me alone?
It's, do you know what it is? It's negative emotion. When he loses it or he gets angry and frustrated, he's in control to a point, but only as far as he can control his emotional state. Oh, crap. Nice. Just turn the camera around. Kudos to the art department for that one.
Oliver! You up there? Down there?
The person who is experiencing something completely abnormal has
Oliver!
no other witnesses.
Dr. Reeds! Help me out here!
It's that face right there
Come back
where
here,
you're
man.
like,
It's dangerous.
he's like almost clown demonic like.
I don't know how.
Anthony,
You do.
you're a good person.
You do know how.
I know that hasn't changed. Relax and focus.
Speak to you with this, baby. The man really can do this.
Just minor bruising.
Dana Scully, meet Oliver Martin.
It's a great pleasure to meet you.
Where did all this come from, Oliver? How did you make this come to be?
I think about it,
And it just,
and it's here.
yeah.
Think about another place, a nice place.
Can you do that, Oliver? Please?
It's the Windows 98 desktop. It's like being in VR or a holodeck. It's mental. What happens if he imagines you on like the surface of the moon or something?
With your
Believable.
help, we could learn so much.
Yeah. We won't want to.
I would love to take you back with us to Washington.
We've got a tiger by the tail.
Do you believe he intended to kill you?
He wanted me out of his house, and away I went. It was involuntary, like a sneeze.
There's no end to what he could accomplish.
And there's no end to the harm he could cause if he goes off the deep end, which isn't too long a walk for this guy, in case you haven't noticed.
I agree with
I
that.
mean, this whole Brady Bunch thing.
As grand as this may sound, we owe it to the world.
Maybe.
Are you off the floor by any chance? They had to do this at the end, and they had to have a fun episode where everyone is witness and party to something happening that's just not feasible. Look
May I
at
have a glass of water?
look at what it takes out of him, though.
Yes, Carlene.
Look at him, he's shaking. This man is not going to see old age. Torch that shines twice as bright, burns half as long. And that's a direct quote from a Fringe episode with the girl that had this kind of power too.
What do I think?
I think I'm dreaming.
I think there's a hell of a lot of physics books that are due for major rewrites.
Oh, I'd
I
love
want the
him to do it
director
to Kirsch.
himself in here. I mean, do you realize what this means? This kind of proof?
Agent Scully.
He's collapsed. I'm right on it. He sees
Saw a big
it.
spark and then he
It's
just
too much.
collapsed.
We need an ambulance.
Oliver's electrolytes were severely imbalanced. That's what sent him into shock. They've stabilized his fluids.
Well, when will they release him?
Well, there's other problems. His thyroid level is elevated. His glucose is low. Gradually, his body is consuming itself. It's been going on for months and maybe even years.
Oliver, those people just now. Was that...
The only family he has.
Were they...
Why were they here?
To say goodbye.
Why goodbye, Oliver?
Because I'm dying.
Because they're treating the symptoms, not the cause.
That is true.
What do you have, John?
One big question.
How?
Why the Brady Bunch?
Loving parents, lots of brothers and sisters.
I'm watching a
everybody getting
20-year-old
along.
sci-fi show.
They're the perfect family. And since Oliver didn't have one as a child, he
Created one.
created one.
Where was Oliver when he first saw the Brady Bunch? He was with you, right?
He'd always insisted we watch it together every week I was there.
And the longer you two were together, the more his psychokinetic power faded until finally it went away completely. Now, why do you think that was?
Think about it.
Because for the first time in his life, he was happy.
Because he was with you.
Yeah.
You have to understand. My life's work, the vindication of it,
Is what got in the way.
so important to me. I treated you like a lab rat and not a man.
Precisely what I said.
And 30 years ago,
You walked away.
I left. You can't use your power. Not ever again. I can't be alone.
Don't think you're gonna be.
You won't be. You've got me. Can you forgive me, Oliver? Anthony.
If not proof of the paranormal, then of more important things.
It started off as a bit of a funny, you know, tongue-in-cheek episode. It's ended on a serious note.
He learns how to love the real world.
I think you are getting the hang of this job.
Okay, guys. Episode 18, Season 9. That's pretty much it. A wonderful way to pretty much end, if you can call it, procedural episode of the week. This series has never really felt that way, even though it was, you know, at the time designed around how TV series were made and edited and shot and how they were sent out towards the viewer. So more or less everything was this way. But it was, I feel, one of the first series that did it properly with, well, it may be that, but we can lose main characters, we can kill off main characters, we can give a storyline throughout, not just, you know, what happened to one of our main protagonists 10 episodes ago is completely forgotten because it was a separate episode and it's never mentioned again, like it never happened. No, it's continuous. And then the big one that came along that changed everything was the one that Michael Emerson was in, which was Lost. And that changed everything when they started showing with flashbacks and making it episode of the week, but not episode of the week. You know what I mean? So we have done 9 seasons. We have a double finale episode. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to do it as 2 separate episodes or just watch it as one main episode and edit it as one main episode. I may do that. So I will be back for 2 episodes next week, which are the final 2 of the original series. Please join me for that. If you are still enjoying the X-Files, there are other seasons to come. There's going to be season 10 and 11 further down the line. So I would appreciate, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, still hit the sub down here. All of the episodes, all 9 seasons are available full length on Patreon, or all of them are available as edited versions on YouTube and my Odyssey channel, just to boot. Right, I will see you for the double finale next week. Take care.